How's it going, everybody? Nate Daniels here yet again with another little bit of a rant video here. This time I'm going to talk about my first impressions of eHarmony. So I checked it out last night. Now, I've gone on like years ago where they had like a free weekend, but I don't remember much about my experience. So I went on last night, I wanted to give it a whirl. Now, a couple things that I thought were interesting right off the bat that I do want to bring up, and could be in a very good way actually, was one of them that they had to, like, your photo had to basically be approved, if I remember seeing that correctly. That's a very important step, because a lot of people put pictures on there that really, you know, they're just fucking trash. And that's male and female. That's not one or the other, right? So it's just both genders are doing that, and there's a problem, right? There's a problem. Like when you have like trashy looking photos. And one thing I do want to say, like they kind of get like your intent, what you do for fun, that kind of thing. So you know you get a good little fill out there. Is they basically make you do a chemistry test. Like for example, Plenty of Fish has a chemistry test, but you don't actually have to do it. But that'll be like, you know, scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about this? Scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about this? And it'll just ask you question after question, getting your opinion on each one of them, right? And they're using that to match you with people. So not necessarily someone like just kind of around your age in the area, but are you guys actually compatible from what you've said? So if you put like an honest answer in, then I'm sure you would actually get some honest results. But that is actually hard to say. Now, like I said, me being on there, it is a paid dating site. I did not pay for it because the pay is ridiculous. I looked at it and I realized that was more money than I was willing to put up. So the best deal they actually had was like you had to pay for like 6 months in advance, and it turned out to be $37 a month. Okay? Now, I actually did buy the Tinder Gold at one point, and it ended up like doing the same kind of deal. It turned out to be like $11 a month, and I still thought that was a waste. $37 is a lot, and they do like a 2-month kind of thing, and it was literally like $50-something per month if you do it that way. I didn't realize eHarmony would be that much money, you know what I mean, for a subscription, but it's just too much for what I'm looking for. I just like, and they had like one of those stupid free weekend things. You go on and message people for free. I would literally try to message somebody in that weekend and like try to talk somewhere else, because it's like, listen, like I can't even have a conversation here past Sunday, right? And that's the problem, is that they lock a lot of things on you, and I realized that was one of them. So I would go to message somebody. First of all, I can't see their pictures. They're all blurred out, and it says upgrade to see them. So right away, I'm stuck behind paywalls. And the second one was, I went to message somebody and I couldn't type out a message. I had to pay for that, but I could send them generic questions. I was allowed to do that. So they were already like pre-thought out questions, and I could just send them one of those. I don't think that's going to be the way to go, but that's all I was allowed to do, so that's all I sent. And I'm telling you right now, like I definitely have no faith in that working. You know, someone actually did respond, and then of course I couldn't actually type out something else to them, so I'm pretty sure I could just keep asking them random questions, which will never get you anywhere, unless it was like one of them was like, what is your phone number? I mean, there's a chance. But yeah, it's like first impression, I don't know, it looks like it's really like in depth, and I don't think that there would be a lot of people on there like looking to just have sex. I think you're definitely, if you're going on there and you are paying that money, you're probably genuinely serious about a relationship. But my only concern there again is like the paywall just being a little bit too much money for me, like for my liking. And the other one is, I'm wondering how many people will actually be in my area. I don't live in a big, like a huge area. I live in a small town, right? So I'm wondering how many people are actually going to be here. You know, if I go in eHarmony and I search like the area for people, how many people are going to be local to me on eHarmony? Like, is it actually going to be a decent number, or is it literally just going to be like, you know, like a dozen people and that's it? Once I've mentioned those dozen, then I'm just going to be out of options, right? And I'm paying all that money for nothing at that point. So I don't know. That's one alternative, like example for Plenty of Fish, because at least it's free, so you can just start the account. You know, within 5 minutes, you're already messaging people, right? And you can say whatever you want to them and whatever. So that's kind of at least one perk of that site. So Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been the first opinion of eHarmony. Like I said, I think it's probably a decent site, but I'm just not really willing to pay that much money right now. You know, if I get desperate, maybe, but right now, nada. So, see you in the next one. Peace.